Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hera Brown and today is my birthday. I turned 64 today and I thought what a great day to talk about my health and wellness lifestyle. And I get a lot of questions about it, so I thought I would share that with you and celebrate my birthday with you. So with that, a couple of answers to questions that I frequently get. One is, no, I have not had any surgeries. So I haven't had any facelifts or eye lifts, neck lifts, tummy tucks, etc. So I have not had any type of surgery, plastic surgery or otherwise. I'm not against it. I just haven't done it. I mean, I would love bigger breasts, but whatever. I haven't done any surgeries, okay? So I do color my hair. I color my hair. I bleach my teeth. See? So I do bleach my teeth. I color my hair and, get nails done. Occasionally I get lash extensions, but that's, I think, pretty much the extent of it. I actually started working out at age 61. And when I say working out, I started lifting weights. I had had a fall prior to, a few months prior to that, walking my 185-pound Great Dane named Baron, who has since passed, and he dragged me about 5 feet. I got all bumped and bruised and was in bed recovering for about 3 days when I heard the message that said, Hera, you need to start taking better care of yourself. You need to get up and get yourself together. And with that, I decided I needed to get strong. I had gone through a terrible breakup, so I was weak, I was frail, I was depressed, I was emotional, I was a mess. And so what I decided to do was start lifting weights because where I live now, there's a gym. So with the gym, now I didn't know how to use the weights. So I asked around, found somebody to train me, teach me how to use the weights, and I started lifting weights 3 days a week. And that was back in 2020. September 2020, and I still do that today with the same person. I'm in the gym 6:30 a.m. 3 days a week lifting weights, okay? So that is one thing that has been paramount in my life. It has given me energy and strength and confidence. It allows me to, it's taught me to stand up straighter, have better posture. And I'll tell you something funny. Well, I don't know if it's funny, but when I first started working out with my trainer, he said to me one day in the beginning, he said, you need to hold your head up. So I didn't realize it. He said, every time I see you walking around or whatever, he goes, you always have your head down. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was so depressed over my breakup that I walked around with my head down. I'd lost my confidence. I'd lost my faith in myself. I was unsure about my life and how it was going to go and what my future, was, what was in store for me for my future. So I'll never forget, he's a young man too, and he's like, you need to walk with your head up and your confidence comes from your chest. But the cool thing about working out, at least for me on my health journey and physical fitness journey, when you start something like working out, you naturally find out through the process that you need to change some of your other habits. See, sometimes people think you have to change a whole bunch of things so that you can feel better, and you have to do all these things at once. And then so you can have this major transformation in your life. And it doesn't work that way. All you need to do is change one thing, because that one thing will have a ripple effect. And from that one ripple effect, so for me, working out, that meant I had to get up earlier. That meant I had to go to bed earlier. That meant I had to eat better. That meant I had to stop drinking wine the night prior because I couldn't handle a workout after having had wine the night before because my trainer kicks my butt. Naturally, when you start one habit, you start to gain additional habits. It's like they all start to clump together, right? And what happens is this ripple effect starts to create a lifestyle change. And from there, just more good things start to come to you. Okay, so now I'm working out 3 times a week. I walk regularly, okay? Hormones, I do take bioidentical hormones, and I take them in a cream form. and then I take a pill form of progesterone at night. So I have a wellness doctor here in Atlanta, and she is the one who I've been seeing for, at least 10 years. I get my blood work done twice a year, every 6 months, so that she knows exactly what my blood panel is reading, exactly what my hormones are, what vitamins I need, what supplements I need, and what my lipids are, as far as my cholesterol and things like that. So we constantly monitor it, so that I can make adjustments as we go along. Regarding the blood work and the bioidentical hormones, if you don't have a wellness doctor who does that, a regular MD, my doctor's a regular MD, you can go to lifeextension.org and you can purchase a blood panel. They have multiple different kinds of blood panel tests. You can purchase it from them. They will send you the order slip, and then you take it to your local, Quest or LabCorp, whoever you go to for your blood work. Now, this is not in any means sponsored by lifeextension.org. It's just what I did before I found a wellness doctor. As I went to lifeextension.org, got a full blood panel, and then got my blood work done. And then what happens after you get your blood work done is you will get the report back, and you will be able to schedule a consultation. It's included in the price, a consultation with one of their on-staff doctors. And that's how I started before I found my wellness doctor. I take vitamin D3 and K2 for bone health. After the age of 50 is when a lot of illnesses start to creep up, and a lot of and most of them are lifestyle related. So it's very important that we take care of, what do we need to be eating? What do we need as far as our supplements? So I take D3 and K2. I would not recommend just taking D3 without knowing your body's needs exactly. So do you need 1,000 milligrams a day? Do you need 2,000 milligrams a day or per week? What is it that your body needs? So that's why I would highly recommend getting your blood work done. As far as, let's see, what other supplements do I take? So vitamin D3, K2, I take my multiple vitamin twice a day, and then I take B complex, and then I take an extra B12. It's water soluble, so it goes out. Whatever I don't use, you urinate it out. And then I take fish oil. So I take fish oil caps at night after dinner, okay? So that's it for my supplements. And then things that I add into my diet. So for example, I have a protein smoothie every day. I add in, I'll have my protein powder in that. And then I'll also add in chia seed and flax seed. So those, have nutritional value as well. My diet is very nutrient dense. I don't eat a lot of dairy, very little in fact, but I save it. I would say I'm a 90-10 person. I live alone. It's easier to eat what I want because I don't have anybody else. I don't have a family. I have 4 children, but they're all grown now. So I don't have a husband, obviously. So, it's different when you live alone and you eat what you want to eat. So in the mornings, for example, I'll have my cup of coffee and I'll put a half a scoop of my chocolate protein powder in there in my coffee, and it gives it kind of a mocha flavor. So that, gets me started with my protein. After I work out, I'll have a protein smoothie, which is another scoop of protein powder, and then my chia seed and my flax seed and a couple tablespoons of peanut butter or almond butter, and then just some cold filtered water. And that's it for my smoothie, okay? For lunch, I'll typically have either a salad with some protein, or I'll have some tuna fish, maybe on a Wassa cracker with some tomato and avocado slices. Real simple. I keep it real simple. If I have leftovers from the night before, I'll have that for lunch. And then dinner is a protein. Always a protein, whether it's salmon, it's usually a fish, a salmon or a chicken. I make a lot of chicken piccata. It's my favorite thing. I make it every week. But I usually have fish, salmon preferably, or chicken, and then with vegetables, okay? I don't snack, so I eat my 3 meals a day. If I find that I'm super hungry and I need something to eat, I'll eat an orange, I keep oranges in my fridge, or I might have an apple, but I'll have an orange or an apple, something real simple, some fresh fruit, especially when the warmer months come. I don't eat after dinner, and I don't eat desserts. Now, for my birthday, I'm having some cake, but normally I don't buy sweets. I don't buy ice cream, things like that. I tend to not eat the refined carbs because there's carbs. An apple has 25 carbs in it. Sweet potatoes have carbs. Food has carbs. Vegetables have carbs. So I do not typically make things or eat things like pasta, rice, bread. I don't buy bread. I do have the Wassa crackers, and they're real big Wassa crackers, the rye crackers. That's the only white thing I guess I buy. I don't buy dairy. I don't buy milk. I buy a little bit of feta cheese. So that's kind of what I eat. So 90-10. I don't buy cookies, cakes, croissants, English muffins, bagels. Don't get me wrong. I love all of them. Listen, for me to be able to be at my desired weight after menopause, I had to cut out the processed and refined carbs. So there you go. Now, because I feel really confident with my 90-10, which means 90% of the time I eat really healthy because I eat at home, then 10% when I go out with friends or family, I can eat whatever. So if I want to have a slice of pizza, or if I want to have ice cream or cake tonight, then I can do that. But as a general rule, I don't do that at home. As far as alcohol, I have a glass of wine or so on the weekend, but I do not drink during the week, and I do not drink any kind of alcohol for sure on a night prior to my workouts. So I just drink a lot of water. I am a stickler about going to bed at 9 o'clock. I need my 8 hours of sleep. And I am no fun at 9:05. I'll just tell you right now. 9 o'clock, I'm good. 9:05, I literally have to be in bed by 9 o'clock because I fall asleep within 30 seconds of my head hitting the pillow. My nighttime rituals are, well, first off, I'm very strict about my bedtime. I think that comes from having 4 kids. I used to be strict with them. Now I'm strict with me. But my nighttime rituals obviously are wash my face. I always take my makeup off before I go to bed. Always have. Take my makeup off before I go to bed. Brush my teeth, floss. Did you know that flossing, they say, adds 6 years to your life? So floss. So wash my face, brush my teeth, floss, moisturize, put some chapstick on my lips, and that's about it. When it comes to being healthy at this age, it's really a decision that we make each and every day. It's like, do we want to be healthy? And if so, what does that look like? So for example, I knew there was a while back where I was eating, before I started working out, I was eating nachos. I love nachos. And I would make nachos, I don't know, 2-3 times a week, just because it was easy. I was living on my own. I wasn't working out. And I would literally just grab some chips out of the bag, put them on a plate, throw some cheese on it, throw it in the microwave, throw some guacamole and salsa on it, pour a glass of wine, dinner. Well, let me just tell you, after doing that for 6 to 8 months, it was not a pretty picture for me. That's when I became weak and frail. I lost a lot of weight. I just wasn't healthy. So it took me, I decided to quit eating nachos and chips, right? It took me about a year just to get rid of that one habit. I literally had to just stop buying. Now, if you invite me over for Mexican food, I'm having chips, but I will not buy them for my place now. So, because if I have them, I'll eat them. I'm just like you. If I have junk food in my house or my apartment, then I'll eat it. So I don't buy it. If I don't bring it home, I don't have to worry about it. Most people our age, my age, do not eat enough protein during the day. So it's very important that you eat enough protein. So I'm 120 pounds, 120, and I eat 120 grams of protein a day. That's my goal every day. So protein, it builds muscles, it rebuilds your body, it's good for your hair and your teeth and your bones. And so I'm a big proponent on eating enough protein and getting enough protein in your diet. Other than that, I would say, the other question I get a lot is, how do you lose the menopause weight gain? I'll just tell you, it takes discipline, and you got to cut out some of the refined carbs. That was how I did it. I wasn't able to find any other way other than cutting out all the 90% of the good stuff, right? All the white refined carbs. So that's how I did it. I did that, and then I also exercise 3 times a week, and I walk, and then I do abs also, because a lot of us, we gain that weight, which is where I gained it. I gained about 20 pounds through menopause, and it basically just went, this piece right here, right there, that's where I gained it. And if only I could just have it go where I wanted it, it would have been worth keeping, but it didn't work that way for me. The process of losing the menopause weight gain was adjusting my diet and minimizing and eliminating the refined carbs, and then exercise. I hope you've enjoyed this type of video with me just sharing really what I'm doing and what's been working for me. I think one of the things that you can ask yourself if you want to know what you need to do next is just ask yourself, what is the next step? What should I do next? What is the next step, the next best step for me to take towards bettering my health? And see what comes up for you, because the answers are in the question. So when you ask better questions of yourself, you get better answers. So just ask yourself, and do it with your journal. I'm a big journaler. Grab your notebook or something and just say, what is the next best step for me to take to better my health and wellness? And see what shows up. Maybe it'll be take tennis lessons. Maybe it'll be eliminate nachos. Like it was for me. But it's once you just get started, it just kind of snowballs. It's my health and wellness journey. Maybe next time we'll talk. I know I talked a lot about physical stuff this time on this call. No, not on this call. Sorry, real estate agent. I'm used to making calls on this video. But on the next video, we can talk about some of the other things like, because wellness is really, it's your mind, your body, and your soul. So it's that trio of mind, body, and soul. So I know I talked a lot about our body today, but in the next video, I'll see if I can add some more of the mind and soul. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.